Okay, so this is going to be a full guide on cortisol, how to lower it, how to manage it, and how to live a stress free life. Okay. I know this is like a bit of a different format of a video compared to what I normally post with the Minecraft background, but I just wanted to give you guys a proper in detail explanation of how to control cortisol and how to live a stress free life, basically. So, what is cortisol? Cortisol is a steroid hormone produced mainly by the adrenal gland, which sits on top of your kidneys. It's often called the stress hormone because levels rise when you're under physical or emotional stress, but it also plays many routine day-to-day roles in your body. Okay, so basically, if you didn't understand anything, it's basically the stress hormone in the body. And don't get me wrong, cortisol is needed, okay, which we are going to talk about later, but it is needed to perform many routine day-to-day exercises and everything. Okay. But the main issue is that in the modern world, you always have a high spike of cortisol. Like, think about this. Think about the caveman days, okay? That time, you would only have cortisol for like some time when you're about to go hunt or when your family is in danger. That way, you will only have it for some time. And then it just reduces back to normal. You go back and when you return to your cave. But in the modern world, it's like you are constantly stimulated. There's so many distractions throughout the day. It's not like some part of the day when you go hunting, your stress hormone, your cortisol increases. It's not like that. It You have it throughout the day until the night. Prolonged periods of cortisol increase in cortisol is extremely bad for your body. And we are going to talk about its effects and how to fix it and everything. But I just wanted to give you the general idea of what cortisol is, that it is needed by the bodies. It helps you in those flight or fight responses. In those kind of situations, it helps you. Okay. So its effects: facial bloating, high levels of cortisol, or extremely low levels of cortisol. Both are bad. They both cause many effects facially, and especially high cortisol, it causes bloating, like your cheeks area, your under eyes going to be extremely bloated. Your life in the skin is gonna be extremely bad. Your skin's gonna look lifeless. And of course, stress. You're gonna have increased level of stress, which can lead to brain fog. You won't be able to think clearly. Like, even though you know what you want to do, you won't be able to do it properly. And of course, poor sleep quality, which is again going to lead to facial bloating even more, which is going to lead to even more stress, which is going to lead to even more brain fog. And at the end, weaker immune system. There are many more, but these are like the main things you should be extremely concerned about. And if you fix these, all the other micro sort of effects are going to get nullified or they're going to improve. So these are the effects of having low cortisol or very little cortisol. Got to have like a standard level of it. Okay. So this is what I meant. But the thing is, cortisol is needed for your body functioning. Okay. It helps you to stay awake and stay more sharper as well. But then the issue is that it's not needed for longer durations. When it's there for longer durations, that is when it causes the issue. Okay. So your next question might be, how should I lower my cortisol? But no, the the question we should be asking is that at what times of the day and how should I lower them? Okay. Simple answer. You need to have a rise in your cortisol levels at the start of the day, which is gonna help you feel more awake, more energetic, and it's gonna get your brain and body to actually start, okay, with the day-to-day routine tasks which happens in your body, okay? And you need to have a decrease in the cortisol throughout the day, okay? Your cortisol needs to decrease throughout the day, okay? So think of it like this. You need to have an increase in the cortisol levels at the start of the day, and it's slowly be decreasing through the day and have the least. It should be the least in the night. Okay, so suppose this is the baseline. Yeah, this is how your cortisol should be. Increase in the day, it's gonna peak in the morning. Okay, and it's gonna decrease throughout the day and completely go down in the night. Okay, that is what you should try to prioritize. Okay, that is what you should have for a proper body functions or proper health, proper looks, for everything. Okay. This is how it should be. All right. So, how do you get the rise in cortisol in the morning? Simple. As soon as you wake up, view the morning sunlight. Okay. And a quick thing is that cortisol actually starts producing a few hours before you wake up in the morning. Okay. Which shows us that it is necessary for you to wake up and feel active in the morning. So suppose you wake up at 6 in the morning, it's going to start building up at around 3 or 4. Okay. So as soon as you wake up, view the morning sunlight. Don't like view it through like a window or something or inside your house. Now, you have to go stand directly below the sun. Okay. Don't like stare into the sun, but in the morning sun, right? You can look into it, but don't stare into it. You know what I mean, right? So do that and then drink water, preferably with electrolytes, or if you can, Celtic sea salt. It doesn't really cause that much bloating and it's really good as an electrolyte. You can do that. Drink like around 500 to 750 ml of water, which is going to make you feel more awake and exercising. Of course, exercising is going to increase your cortisol, but it is a good kind of cortisol. Okay. There are certain things which are like the bad kind of cortisol, like scrolling throughout the day, being in like constant dopamine stimulation. That is the bad kind of cortisol. But exercising and the things which we just spoke about, like drinking water and viewing morning sunlight, these are going to increase your cortisol in a good way and it's going to make you feel more awake in the morning. Okay. So, next, in the evening or throughout the day, decrease stimulations during the evening and remove it completely before sleeping. Okay. Avoid using bright over the headlights. Use red light as well. So, basically on top of our eyelids, right, there are like these certain kind of neurons or sensors which help us know or which absorbs the light in the morning. Okay. That is why even if you don't like go out and look directly at the sun, you your body functions kind of gets to know that it is bright outside because the top of your eyelids have some kind of neurons or some kind of sensors to that. And that is why at night you should be avoiding to use over the headlights because the same thing might happen at night as well. Like while using over the head bright lights, your eyelids are going to absorb that and your body's going to think, it's still day. And your nightly functions, such as the release of melatonin and everything, is not really going to work. So have low lights, preferably which are red in color, as it's proven that it increases melatonin production at night, which is very essential for your sleep quality, for your sleep duration, and everything else. Okay, for recovery. And if necessary, if you have to look at some screen at night, use blue light blockers, or on your devices, you might have some night mode or something. You just put that on and journal at night before sleeping. Okay. Put down all your thoughts in a book, everything that you have. Plan out the next day so that at night before sleeping, you don't have the stress of what should I do tomorrow? What should I do this? Should I do that? Just plan it out before you sleep. Okay. Do that. Write down all your thoughts, and your cortisol is gonna significantly increase at night, which is gonna increase your melatonin production, which is gonna help in better sleep, better recovery, more gains in the gym, everything. Okay. Okay. So here are some general things which you can use to manage or to lower your cortisol levels. Okay. First one is obvious. Avoid artificial dopamine triggers, scrolling reels, video games, binge watching something, those are all artificial dopamine triggers. You want to be avoiding that as much as possible. And if you can, cut it off completely. Use sunlight. We have already spoken about this. Eat healthy. Eat whole foods. Whole foods are nothing but foods with a single ingredient. Okay. Rice, chicken, eggs. Like eggs is just eggs. It doesn't have any other chemical or processed stuff in it. And avoid processed stuff by a lot, man. Just cut it out completely. Like it's causing you extra, it's causing you increase in cortisol, facial bloating, stress, everything. I'll just cut that out. Exercise. As we spoke, exercise is a good sort of cortisol, which is good for your body. Okay. Unlike the artificial dopamine triggers. Okay. Stay away from bright overhead lights and blue light block and blue light before sleeping. Go out more in nature. You need to be going out and not just staying in your home the entire day. Go out, roam in sunlight, go touch some trees, go touch grass, bro. So like there's a study which says that when you're around trees or in a forest or in nature, your immune system, your immunity actually increases. Yeah, I just thought that was very cool. And yeah, just go out in nature, bro. Have real connections. Meet real people. Have some good friends with whom you can go on side quests, your main quest, everything together. And that's just gonna help to lower your cortisol throughout the day. Identify the small triggers. So, what do I mean by small triggers? Suppose you haven't cleaned your desk yet. Okay, it's like extremely messy. Your room is extremely messy. Whatever you do, you're gonna have that thought at the back of your mind that, okay, my room is extremely messy. Okay, my desk is extremely messy. Do that first. Just go clean it. This having these thought at the back of your head is actually gonna increase your cortisol throughout the day more than you would notice. Okay. And last, go on side quest, bro. So just go complete your side quest, your main quest, bro. Just go. It can be as simple as going out in your own neighborhood and just walking around. Okay. And let me know if you guys want a separate side quest video. I'll be down for that. And yeah, that's it. I hope this video helped you a lot. And yeah, subscribe so you don't miss any videos in the future. And see ya. As always, master the basics.